everyone. What is going on? Happy Tuesday. It is not Friday, and I am here not on a Friday. So, surprise. All right. I was just doing a little bit of homework. I'm just going to double check if we are live while I'm talking to you. I was just doing a little bit of homework and getting ready for my webinar. And I was like, you know what? I want to actually go live and I want to talk about this. I want to help you. I want to help you, especially in today's market, in today's crazy world. So I want to just give you a quick little lesson. I'm just propping up my phone here so I can see the comments. I want to give you a quick little lesson on maybe you are pushing money away. And I don't mean that you are literally pushing money away. I mean that you could be subconsciously pushing it away, which I will say probably until you understand your energy, 70% of people probably push money away. Okay. So we're not doing it consciously. We're doing it subconsciously. I'm not saying like, oh, I'm not saying that you don't want money, right? But you may think that a few reasons. You may think that it's not safe to make money, that if you make more money, then you're going to have to work harder or you're going to lose it. I wouldn't know how to handle money anyways. People will judge me for making more. People will judge me for like wanting to buy the things that I actually want to buy that maybe not everyone can afford. And you might even be thinking that you're not even that type of person that gets rich. You're not that type of person that gets wealthy, right? Say hi if you're here. I see some people on. So in the next 5 minutes, we're going to go a little bit deeper. Okay? So there are some signs that you may be pushing money away without even realizing it. And I'm going to give you these signs. So if you're like raising your hand, like, yeah, that is me, then that means that you're pushing away money and you don't even know. Okay? So 1, you constantly bring in just enough money. So maybe you're attracting just enough money. So every time that you get ahead, guess what? Something comes up, right? A bill pops up that you're like, fuck, I got to pay this bill. Your car breaks down, your tire blows, the laptop breaks. So it's like that you are stuck in survival mode. No matter how much you bring in, it's never enough, or it's just enough, right? So this is an upper limit problem. You're subconsciously wired to feel safe only at a certain financial limit, okay? That is probably the most popular, my neck is itchy. That is probably the most popular of how everybody feels, is that you're okay bringing in the money, you can't keep it. Right? No matter how much you earn, it's only just enough. Okay? You undercharge, you discount, or you are over giving all the time. So you downplay yourself, you downplay your worth, you downplay your prices. You feel bad asking for money. So you're selling something, right? But you feel bad asking for the money. And you give so much value that you're burnt out. You still don't receive what you're worth. So deep down, you might feel unworthy charging more, or you're afraid of what people are going to think if you do. Like, how can she charge for that much? Like, who does she think she is charging for that, right? So that would be another reason why, or a sign that you are actually pushing money away. You get anxious when money actually comes in. So if you have ever had a big payment come in, right? And instead of celebrating it, you're scared and you kind of spiral. You feel like it's constantly going to disappear, right? So now what do? You're literally overthinking how to spend it or how to like save it and kind of hoard it. Okay? So this means that you have a dysregulated nervous system. So your body isn't used to holding more. So it panics and then it tries to get back to normal. Okay? That is another normal one, is that your body tries to get back to normal. I actually am listening to right now a dream script of hold on, what is it called? The dream script that I listen to is, oh, it's not in this one. Hold on. It's in the academy classroom. Safe to hold more money. So that's the one that I'm listening to, that it's safe to hold more money, because you can manifest, you can bring in, you can attract all the money that you want. But if you can't hold on to it, then what's the fucking purpose? What is the purpose of bringing in that money if you can't hold on to it? And that's probably one of the biggest things that people struggle with, is that you can't hold on to it, right? Okay, next one, you're always focused on what's missing. So no matter what comes in, it's never enough. You're always stuck in, I need more energy. And if you're always stuck in, I need more energy, then that is actually blocking you from actually feeling abundant, right? You have a scarcity mindset, which means you're energetically mismatched, which means money resistance, meaning that you have that block. Okay? You have that block. So you're always focused on, it's not enough. You will never get more of what you're not grateful for. Okay? You feel like money makes you look bad, right? So you may believe that having more money makes you greedy, makes you selfish, makes you disconnected from maybe your values. Like, and then if that is how you feel, you will absolutely block yourself from receiving more, right? You have to understand that money is just a tool. That is all it is just a tool. So you have to clear the shame, you have to clear the guilt, and you have to clear the judgment attached to wealth. Okay? So if some of these things, if you're like resonating with some of these and you're like, yeah, like I feel that, I feel that one, I feel that one, I feel that one, here's why it happens. Not because you're lazy. It's not because you're not trying hard enough. It's because your subconscious is running the show. And unless your subconscious believes that money is safe, that it's supportive, that it's available, that it is a viable tool, it will do everything it can to protect you from it. Even if that protection looks like self-sabotage. Hi everyone, how are you? Right? It's trying to protect you from it. And we don't want to be protected from it. We want it. We want to show it love. Right? So what do? You reprogram the story. You reprogram the story, you regulate your nervous system, you become the version of you who feels safe with the money, who feels safe with the wealth, who feels safe with the money in the bank account. So you're not working your ass off to bring in money just to have it leave just as fast, right? Because that is what happens. Is most of the time, nobody, you don't have a problem with making money. You have a problem with keeping money. I could say to you, you need to go out and make $500 tomorrow. If you don't, you're going to die. Like, you would go out and you would make $500. You would sell whatever you had to sell. You would go and you'd pick up the phone and call people. Like, you would make the money. But if you can't hold it and you don't feel safe holding it, then that $500 that you just made will literally leave within days, right? So we need to become the version of ourselves who feels safe with the money. You need to regulate your nervous system, reprogram the story, and being like, yeah. So then when you're making money, you're not constantly in this cycle of of making and making and making. And you're in that cycle because you're making it and it's leaving, and you're making it and it's leaving, and you're making it and it's leaving. And how tiring is that? That is very tiring. Very tiring. And then you're just in this constant vicious cycle. And then you're in that not enough stage. Then you're in that just enough stage. And we don't need to be in those. Do you think like these millionaires and billionaires are in that stage? No. They're like, I love money. Money is a tool. Money gives me options. Like, they love it. They have that energy towards it. And what happens? Money is constantly coming in and they're constantly able to hold it. And so that's what I want from you, right? That is what I want from you. Hi, ladies. How are you? So this is exactly, sorry, I need to turn my phone off. This is exactly what I teach in Manifest Her Coaching Academy, right? I go deep, and I know some of you here, I can see you, you are already in the academy, which we start May 9th. We clear old money stories, we clear old money beliefs, and we rewire our old money beliefs from our root, because you are holding money beliefs from your childhood. Like 97% of you literally have the patterns that you have today is because of your childhood. All you need to do is acknowledge it, and then we need to release it, and then you're literally good to go. You literally don't need to hold that your entire life. Talk to Trish, talk to Cindy, talk to Jennifer, like all of them who literally came in, did the work, and they were like, oh my God. And then boom, they literally released it and just boom, 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 boom. That's all that you have to do, right? So rewire, clear, release, and then you want to heal your nervous system to hold more money without fear, right? Without like, well, this is usually what happens. It usually comes in, and guess what? You know, something breaks or something comes in, right? We don't want to hold that anymore. We have to heal our nervous system so we can hold it and just assume that everything is just going to continue to come in, right? And then we step into a new identity, one that feels confident, one that feels rich as fuck, one that feels abundant, and one that is worthy of the overflow. Okay? So whether you want to be or become a certified coach or just do the work, Manifest Her Academy is literally for anybody. It's the kind of shift that changes your life and your bank account. So if you are ready to be like, you know what, I'm ready. Oh, there, I can see the comments now. If you are tired of everything that I just said, of tired of that list, of tired of just being enough, tired of just having enough, of tired of continually spinning the wheel over and over just to make the same amount of money, then it's time to rewire. Time to rewire. So, get in my inbox, ask me any questions that you need. Let me answer whatever questions that you have. If you want me to come to you, comment the word academy below. I'll message you and let's have a quick chat to see if it's a good fit. But if any of those you were like raising your hand, then there's something that you need to do and I can help you do it. Very confident. That's what I do. That's what I love. And that is how I get people results. So, yay. I can see the comments here and I think I can see them here. Anyways, all right. My friend is messaging me. She's probably watching this live going, bitch, we were supposed to be walking. It's like, what's going on? So she is blowing up my phone. So I have to go for my walk. So yeah. So thanks for hanging out with me on a Tuesday. This was fun. And Candace, yes. Candace is starting May 9th. She is starting May 9th. All right, everyone. Have a great night. I'll talk to you later.